What is going on, guys? Chris with Journos, Comics and Pop Culture. Hope everyone is having a good weekend. I just got back from doing some rounds in Sacramento, so I got a mail call here that I'm going to open up with you guys, and I got a couple books. I went out with the family, and we went to downtown Sacramento. We went to Old Town Sacramento, walked by the river, and just had a good time and got to stop at a couple comic book stores. I went to what's the first one? I went to World's Best, and I got a couple boxes. Uh, I got a dollar DC dollar comic, Detective Comics 554. First Black Canary. I guess it's the new Black Canary. I'm not too familiar on the history of Black Canary, but I thought this was cool to grab for a dollar. And my son bought a Sonic the Hedgehog trade paperback. And then I went over to, okay, before I open this up, I went over to Comic Command Center, checked them out, and got another box, short box, and I got this Thor 169. This is one of a few issues in Thor in the 160s that is telling Galactus's origin. These books are getting kind of hot right now. I just think with the possibility of Galactus popping up in the MCU in the next few years, these have been really hot. I know there's it's like 162, 63, 64. Then it skips a couple and it's like 169, something like that. But yeah, definitely some good books in this range starring Galactus that are, like I said, picking up some steam. This is a decent copy. Probably a very good mid-grade, but really good one to find for me right now. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. All right, what do we think? Something off of the list. I'm gonna actually bring the list out again, and see if it might be one of those. I'm gonna remind everyone what's left on the list, or for new viewers who haven't seen it, we'll see what else I have to check off, right? So I hope everyone else has had a good day. I had a long day. Coached my basketball team today. Suffered a tough loss, but my kids fought real hard and came out feeling confident at least. So this is interestingly packaged, but it looks well protected. It's just that little manila envelope type of a mailer. We got some bubble taped up. So it's nice and secure in here. No complaints there. And there it is. It looks decently like I expected it to. Okay, before I show you guys, we are going to take a look at my 2020 Keybook want list. Okay, so I've been pretty successful here. Let's go ahead and see what's left. We got Captain Britain number 8, first Betsy Braddock, Psylocke. We got down here X-Men 266, first Gambit. Then we got Hulk 180, first Wolverine cameo. Fantastic Four number 49, first full Galactus, second Silver Surfer. And Amazing Spider-Man number 129, first Punisher, right? Could it be one of these? Drum roll. Alright, let me try to pull this off. It's taped here to this board, and I'm going to pull it off of this to be able to show you guys, of course, without bending the book. Hold on one second. The anticipation is high. Definitely. Okay, you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? Okay, here we go. It is. Oh, not a book off the 2021 list, but close, right? This is the first cameo of Gambit, the X-Men Annual number 14, or Uncanny X-Men Annual number 14. Really, really nice copy from what I could tell so far. Let's pull this out of the bag. So this is I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it right now. I really do think that the cameo appearance is is changing the game right now. Or I'm gonna say the consumers, the community is changing the game when it comes to the cameo appearance. I think it really started around the hype of Wolverine and 180 and how that has picked up steam over the last couple of years. I think that we are going to now. I don't know how much is going to change in terms of books from the past saying this is the real first appearance. But for an example, is that actually CGC now recognizes X-Men 2 Uncanny X-Men 266 as first appearance of Gambit in continuation. So in the actual runs, so they started making that note, say, okay, we've seen him before. I think that these cameo books are going to start picking up steam and becoming a little more valuable to the collectors because the consumers and the collectors are seeing them as true first appearances. I think that what are some other examples? Gambit, you got Wolverine, you got Venom in 299, you got Taskmaster in Avengers 195, I believe, right? So, and those are like you got a full page of the character Venom, Hulk, Taskmaster. You got a full page of these characters on the last page of the cameo books, and I really do think that the value of those books are definitely going to increase. And it doesn't. I'm not saying it's going to be anything super crazy at all, but I just think the consumers are demanding these true first appearances more now than ever. So let's look at this book, huh? Really nice. I see a couple finger crinkles in it. We're going to bring this up for you guys to see. The edges are nice and sharp. And this is one of those flat spine books, as a lot of the annuals were in the 80s and early 90s. The flat spine looks really solid. There's a little, do you call it like foxing? I think that's called, but, that's more of the cut off the press, So the spine looks pretty solid. There is a couple little spine ticks kind of in the middle, but they're kind of weird because of the flat spine roll. It's more of it's more coming up off of the slight spine roll. There is a slight little spine roll as if this has been read, but I mean, you could barely see it. So if we get the light in here too, you guys can see, maybe if I get the glare right on the book right, a couple of I don't know if this is gonna work, a couple of the finger crinkles right in here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. It's hardly anything, but a nice sharp edges. Oh, there we go. There's a finger crinkle. You see it right in the glare. A couple of finger crinkles right in there. Edges are smooth. Sharp edges. You got a couple little finger crinkles on the back. Right in there where the light glare is, but again, nice sharp edges. So this is a really solid, very fine plus near mint book. Pages are nice and perfect on the inside. Super hyped. So again, not a book off of the 2020 want list, but very close, being that it's related to what I wanted in terms of the first appearance of Gambit. And yeah, it is in a nice high grade. So I don't even know if I'm going to bother giving this a press. I'm a little concerned. I don't like to press books with the flat spine. For anybody out there that does press, if you guys have press books like this. If you have any recommendations of what you guys use, feel free to let me know, drop a comment. But I mean, just leaving it like this, I think this book can definitely get a 9.0. I mean, I don't see why not. I've seen books with, rounded edges with even small little color breaking creases in corners that get 8.5s. So I don't see why this couldn't get a 9.0. If we press those finger crinkles out too, I think it could get even higher than that. I think the foxing probably wouldn't do too much at the bottom. It's only at the bottom. And I just actually watched this video. Somebody sent a link. I forget who. I think it was was it Scott? Scott, I forget his last name, but he's left a few comments recently, and he sent this video link to one of the head graders at CGC, and he talked about like how certain printing, like off the press defects, if they know that this has happened to a lot of the same book, it'll affect how they adjust the grade of the book. So they might not take it down as much if they know it's affected a lot of that run of a certain book. So really interesting stuff. So, but there it is, guys. That is my Uncanny X-Men Annual number 14. About to slap this in some Mylar and put it in my key box. So, all right, guys, that's that. Thank you so much for watching. I do want to say before I go, I have been really contemplating my 1,000 subscriber contest that I've been procrastinating for I don't know how many months now, but I really want to get it going. I have a stack of books here. I know I showed off a couple before. I'm going to show off a couple more real quick. So, got some Bronze Age Fantastic Four. Then I'm giving away some Tarzan, some Miss Marvel, some Tomb of Dracula. Got some newer books in here too. I'm not going to show everything off, but let me show off. I'll show off one other book here that I just love. Art Germ variant, a Black Panther #1. I love this cover. So that's just a few of the stuff I'm giving away, and these are all just, this is not the grand prize, so there will be a grand prize involved. But guys, I really want to have my idea of what I want to do be perfect. So keep a lookout for that. And also, I had somebody leave me a comment last week stating, show off your whole collection. And I was like, man, I would need to do like I would take like a 20-hour video. And he was like, I don't care, I'd watch the whole thing. So I asked him, well, what do you want to see? And he suggested showing on my X-Men collection. So I might do a video of that soon here. If anybody, and I also did a poll. And so far, leading the poll was showing off some more of my personal collection. So if anybody watching wants to see a certain run or a certain type of book or has anything that they think they want to see, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to do some videos specifically for you guys making those suggestions. All right. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Until next time.